What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and fellow hobbyists? Welcome to On the Bench with Pete, the series you put on in the background as you hobby or paint along with me whilst I chat about various crap, life, the universe and various other things, including the hobby itself sometimes. So, what you need to do is grab your models and paints, glues, whatever else you need in order to do your hobby. A cup of tea, coffee or some other refreshment, because it's going to be about an hour. And we'll get going. I'm going to be doing painting today obviously I'm going to be painting, but Blackstone Fortress, the hostiles, priming, but I'll be doing it by hand. I did debate, I'll talk to you more about it in a moment. I've also got 3 more of the explorers to finish up, to sort of interchange when I get fed up with doing the hostiles priming by hand. I need to do it by hand, as I'll explain. A lot of you guys know why I do that. I was debating to do it by airbrush, but no, we'll do it this week, get another video out of it. So, let's head on over to the bench. Messy, limited space, yes, as you can see. I'm going to start packing some things away whilst I'm here, because that's, I might as well. It's always good to do this. Limited space, but put my glasses on here. I've got a new brush. I won't be using it today, but Art Master, it's just Series 100. It's a size 0, so that's going to be good. It's kind of like I don't know, about the same size as a regiment brush, I suppose. More or less. Let's see if I can. It's a regiment. Yeah, maybe a tad smaller, somewhere in between a regiment brush and a character brush for army painter. But yeah, so get these out of the way. As I come to them, various ones, I shall pop them away. Paints, that is. Yeah. Alright, okay. Primers are staying where they are. A lot of my metallics are staying where they are because I've got a lot of metallics to do on my terrain as yet. Abaddon Black, I suppose that can always go away. Never far from hand. I know where that goes. Flayed One Flesh, that can go away. Right, so my explorers are here. I've got the navigator guy, I've got the like the Eldari assassin woman. I've got the Kroot. Just need a little bit more work, not too much, but I will be interchanging them. So we are going to start with my hostiles. So I'm going to start with the bad boy, big bad boys, the Space Marines. See if I can get a better camera angle here. The Chaos Space Marines. I mean, he looks badass. He really does. So they need dark colours on for sure. So Panzer Grey will do for this. It will serve me quite well. I'm going to put a smidgen of thinners in there. I'm going to put a bit of water, and Bob's your uncle. We are going to mix that up. Right, now a fairly nice brush. Doesn't have to be super accurate, like fine or anything, but yeah. So these Space Marines, don't want them to be black because I think they're Black Legion anyway. So I'm going to need to be painting Abaddon black. So I'm going to need to distinguish between, you know, what I'm painting and what's primer. But at the same time, I need them to be a dark primer. That makes sense. So yeah. Yeah, so I was back to work last night, after having had a week off. I'm back in work again tonight. So I thought I'd get an hour of painting in beforehand. And that's, it was alright, I suppose. You know, as well as it can be after having a week off. I'd say they clearly missed me. I would say that. What I'm going to do with these, so I use the standard Space Marines, but I want them to have this primer on here. I'm going to put them back in the box that I got them from. Just going to do a traitor guardsman here. Yeah. Anyway, I got paid via a check the other day for services rendered or services to be rendered. Because I need the money in my account. It was either check or cash. I said I'll check. I thought, oh, they do the checks in the post office. I can put them in there. And but when I got there, she said, of course, you need a paying in slip. And I didn't have one. I was like, oh man. Don't know, I even got a paying in book. But I'll have to go into the bank tomorrow. I will do that. And when I go, I shall probably pick up the dreaded Amble expansion for this very game that I'm painting here now from my local gaming store. Yeah, that's good. Traitor guardsman. Let's get this. I mean, this one looks like the non-expanded game. He looks to be the big baddie. I was looking at some of their stats, the data sheets for regular 40k. I was a little bit, I don't know, disappointed by the Space Marines. I thought they'd have more wounds now, because they're like, I don't know, super badass or something. The other characters have got more wounds, quite a few, some of them. And I just don't think they'd hold up against a Space Marine, albeit Chaos. I just don't think they would. I really don't. But, you know, I don't like to house rule things like that. If it says it's X amount of wounds, then it's X amount of wounds. That's it. Even if my opponent was to say, well, you can add a couple there if you want to, I'm okay with it. I'd rather not. Even for narrative, I just go by what the book says. Disagree with it, but the book says that, and that's what I go by. Oh well. So anyway, yeah, I went to work last night. It was okay. I'm starting to get till trained now, which is cool. That's another skill I can add to my repertoire, I suppose. My phone is buzzing. Messages. My wife started a new job today. She started another new job. And she's loving it so far. You know, so far so good. And it's only temporary, so even if she doesn't love it, it's only temporary. But it's cool. I'm glad she's liking it. Right, okay. I'm going to have a sip of tea before I do this fellow. I'll be glad when I get my new chair, my painting chair. Oh, looking forward to that one. I want to get one like my wife's got from the range in her office. It's very comfortable. Very nice. Yeah, these will be, I don't know, typical Black Legion, excuse me. It'll be similar, it will be akin to painting a Death Watch. I think it'll be a similar experience for me. I really should have airbrushed these, but I do need to get to know them. I think I'll know them quite intimately by the time I've finished. At least with Space Marines, it's fairly common ground. There's nothing alien for me with regard to that. But yeah, it'd just be a lot of figures to paint. I'll batch paint them in groups of, like, I'll do the Chaos Marines, and then I'll do the Traitor Guardsmen, and then I'll do the Spindle Droids, and then I'll do the Beastmen. You know that in that kind of order. Well, not necessarily that order, but that in that manner. Right. Traitor Guardsman. I think that's quite cool though, doing that. I love the whole thing about the Blackstone Fortress and the lore behind it, and I'll do a video on that, going into that, because it's quite interesting. Maybe I'll do that when I've painted them up. I suppose I could do it if just my explorers are painted, but we'll see. Oh, something I was a bit, I wouldn't say upset, but I was a bit miffed about it. I was discovering recently that the cereal known as Sugar Puffs in the UK is no more. Not called Sugar Puffs anymore, and it's not in existence anymore. It's and the reason I was told is, apart from changing companies, because even when that happens, usually they keep the same name. It's the word sugar. Don't want that in a cereal that kids have. Another Traitor Guardsman. The pans are great. This is kind of good because with the darker greys, you've got the option. Well, it's kind of like the best of both worlds. I mean, black is probably the best primer in my opinion, but it's it could make it model really dark and easy to see, or difficult to see, I should say. Black can sometimes make it more difficult to see shadows and highlights or where they should go, but you know, I keep thinking when I'm in work about various people that have left and wondering what they're up to now. Yeah, well, my colleague that used to work, he worked on a day shift at where I am now. He's always very friendly. I mean, he's gone on to do something that's related to his qualification, which is cool. He can look back, even now, expect and laugh. So I should get, hopefully, the rest of my tilt training tonight. Better. Little loop there which gets paint stuck in it and dry. Solid, and I don't want that. Still one of these psycho dudes. They look quite fun. Feels like something off of the Eagle. Remember that comic? I forget what he was called, that egg-headed alien. Down there, the Mekon, I think he was called. Down there was the hero. Yeah, the Mekon. It's not as similar to Space Hulk as I would have liked this game, but I have to say, in terms of gameplay wise, from what I've seen, it's better in terms of gameplay, and that you don't need to have anyone else to play. Yeah, I think that's quite a clever and necessary function to have in a game these days, I think. Especially as people get weirder and stranger. 18 minutes, is it? 19 minutes? Wow. How time flies when you're painting grey primer. Traitor Guardsman. That's okay. I'll see one of these models in a minute. I'll go, I think I might do that to get to that awkward area. Hope you're all doing well out there in the various parts of the world that you are from. Know that I love each and every one of you, so you've always got my support. It gets quite tiring doing this, you know. Got to be done now. Got to be done. Another traitor guardsman. Don't know what. I'll probably do the small ones first, like the spindle drones, because I think they are going to be the easiest. I'm loving all the Kill Team expansions. I'm loving all the expansions, period. And obviously, Dreaded Amber was an expansion for this game, but no, I am truly, genuinely hyped about it. I'm sorry about my tired demeanour, guys. That's what my MS does. I have to apologise. I feel I have to apologise every time because, you know, there's always the chance that there might be a new watcher doesn't realise I've got MS and then thinks he yawns a lot. Oh, I tried to suppress it like I did just then. Oh, no good though. I'll be tired tonight, but hopefully it won't be too bad. My friends should be in tonight, so that really won't be as bad. Oh, one of these here. Beastmen, I think, are among my favourite models to look at in this hostile group. Oh, dear me. They're only one wound though. Actually, I might add some black. Desperately need black. Do this dude here. I forget what these are called. I'm just starting to read up on it all now. Oh, my friend has got the Fallout miniatures game, not the Wasteland one, the other one. So I'm thinking of doing the same and getting that all painted up. I'm thinking of doing a video with him as a kind of thoughts on the game. And he's had a chance to read through it all. And he said he's going to run through a solo game. Which is, of course, the best way to suss out the rules, really. If it's got a solo option, then it really is the best way. It's how I did Zombicide. Remember when I first got into that? I learnt it by playing it solo, which you can do. Do you got like bits on those models because they get clogged up. Beastman. Yeah, where my wife was working, they got a production place as well. It sounds a little bit like somewhere else I used to work on a temporary basis, which was a factory that dealt with. They used to make like the test tubes and things like that for hospitals. Well, these guys make other things for hospitals, like I don't know, all the bits and pieces that they stick in your mouth before they put a tube in and things like that. That's just one example, but point I was going to say is has a clean room environment. So having done that already, I'm well versed in the clean room and the importance of not contaminating the product. I'm pretty aware about that. Cool. Makes my backache do this. Hopefully, when I get my new chair, that will be resolved. Yeah, Beastman. Blackstone Fortress. I'm going to do a video on it, what it's all about. That way. I've kind of got in mind how I want to do it, because I want to set the board up on a black background, which can represent space. Yeah, which will represent space. Another one. I don't know how many I've blasted through. I'll probably find out next on the bench, maybe. Hoping to do it on the bench tomorrow, because it's Tuesday today and it's my day off tomorrow. So hopefully I'll get one recorded tomorrow. You never know, stranger things have happened. But I'm recording this today because I know I've got other things to do tomorrow, like such as going into town and bank my check. And of course pick up the dreaded amble. Spindle drone. These are going to be fairly straightforward, so I'll probably do these first. I can coat a lead belcher, no wash, water. I might wash the top in maybe red or something like that, who knows. to give, or a glaze to give that, I don't know, I like an eerie tint to it, I suppose. Alright. Yeah, I hope they come through on their promise about the till training tonight, so I can do that tonight. I want to get stuck into it. I really do. Another beast man. I don't mind that it interrupts the work you do stacking shelves. I welcome it. You know, because I'm gonna stop my handset when I get called to do till work. Absolutely. I'm not too bothered about, you know, what products people can legally buy at what age. I'll just challenge everybody I'm suspicious of. When I say challenge, I don't mean like aggressive. I mean just ask them if they've got ID. If they have, no bother. Careful you don't miss areas. I try my best, and if you know, end of the day, it's only primer. It's not the be all and end all. So yeah, right. Yeah, one thing annoying about the check was it puts it back another day. Because they take 5 days, isn't it, to... I was hoping to get a session in without doing that. I was hoping... Yeah, because checks take about 5 days to clear, 5 working days to clear, I believe it is. Yeah, I believe it's 5 working days. So I need to get that in tomorrow. I've got quite a few days to get it done because I need it for something else I've got to do, which fortunately doesn't have to be done for a while. Anyway, this dude looks interesting. Hoping I'll get a handset when I go into work tonight, because it's a pain when you can't locate one, I'll be honest. Getting a little crowded in that box now of mine. I forget what these are called. Air goals or something like that. Little gribbly things anyway. Yeah. It's quite light. Looking at the windows in work. Even at 8 and 9 o'clock, it's still quite light. It's light even at about 9:30, you know, it's feels kind of bizarre. Traitor guardsman, eh? I suppose you could have traitor anything, really. It's no different to traitor marines, is it? The heretic marines. Traitor. Yeah, it would seem when I was reading through the lore of the game, I won't go into it here, but it seems they really thought about it though. A lot, and that much is obvious.
Well, you're recording. I just came to let you know that I'm in.
Yeah, no problem.
Some work, so
okay, hello. Yeah, that's my daughter back from her college. She had a job interview today, another pub job. She seems to like that line of work. I can't say I'm struck with it myself, not that I've done it, but it doesn't appeal to me. I mean, that's okay. Everybody's different, are they not? Another Beastman. Oh, look at that. I keep getting flashbacks of when I used to work in different jobs. I don't know if that's because everybody seems to be going for interviews in different jobs lately, myself included, or I had a flashback of Toshiba. Then I used to work in Toshiba, manufacturing televisions and videos and computer stuff, all that. Yeah. Talk about interviews. You know, I had a interview with Royal Mail, didn't I? I wasn't going to mention it on here, but I was unsuccessful. I was so up for the job, and you know, these things happen. I suppose a bit like I was Games Workshop at Exeter. Is it? Oh, well over a year ago now. Yeah. They should have taken me on. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? Working for Games Workshop. It was my video CV that got me that job. I was told that. Told that by the people interviewing. 2 people. How are we doing alright here? Bit of water. My dog, Millie, goes in to have some bad teeth taken out on Thursday. A bit like Rufus, my other dog, did back along the other week. So, thinking of her, hoping that goes well. Because she deserves to have a good life without pain in her mouth, without an uncomfortable feeling of toothache. You don't want that, do you? Horrible. And yeah. So that's on Thursday. So hopefully by the time you see this, it'll all be done, dusted, and she'll be like all well. Fingers crossed. Right. Loads of traitor guardsmen. I didn't remember. I forgot how many there were. May have to get started playing this game before I complete all the hostiles, because I just want to get playing, Right. Nice and bright weather. I had lovely weather last week for my holiday, and I'm thankful for that I did. I'm thankful. Really pleased about that. These awkward these ones, because of all the tentacles and bits and bobs hanging down. Yeah, looking forward to that. I got another miniature today as well from eBay that I'd ordered. It's one of the townsfolk from Reaper Bones, or Reaper Legends actually. It was the Sage, Town Sage. He looked like an interesting miniature. So I'll probably show him off on another video at some point. Right. Okay. We are getting there. 44 minutes in. All this priming. Making my neck ache. I wouldn't be able to do any more painting today because, yeah, back and neck ache. It's a real thing. Put him in the box. Taking my microphone, it's good. I'm surprising myself though. I'm getting through these. Didn't seem possible when I first started. When I first started, I said to myself, oh, I should definitely have airbrushed these bad boys, but they're doing alright. And I am always in a better position for hand brushing them. I did say I'll explain why I do this. It's so I can get to know the model, like all the nooks and crannies and amongst the model, under the arms, behind the leg, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that I know what's coming when I come to paint. Four models left. Up against the clock. It feels like when I'm at work, when I'm nearly complete my roller or my tote or my board, and I don't know, the timer seems to speed up at the end. Right. 3 left. 2 traitor guardsmen and a spindle drone. Right. We're getting a new boss in work, so he'll be around sometime soon. Introducing himself, I'm sure. Well, whether if he's a decent manager. Another traitor guardsman. I think I'll definitely be sick of these boys when I'm through. And last but not least, spindle drone. Which is good. Huh. Okay. Yeah. looking alright. Right, okay, that's it. Glasses off. Oh, I didn't, well, let me end it here. So, I didn't get fed up with doing them and go on to finish off the Explorers. I've still got to do that. I don't have time to do that now today because I've got stuff to do before I get ready later on for work. But yeah, got to have tea yet as well. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I didn't get that done. But I've primed all the hostiles for Blackstone Fortress now, which is pretty good. So, just looking through my building instructions. We have the Chaos Lord, the Chaos Space Marines, Rogue Psychers, that's those weird with the weird heads, the Traitor Guardsmen, of course, the Chaos Beastmen, the Negavolt Cultists, that's those ones with the tentacles on the front. The Urgles, that's the little gribbly guys, and the Spindle Drones. So, all in all, I think, yeah, not bad, not bad, not bad. I'll be able to paint those, or start painting them soon. I'll pop that over there. So thank you very much for joining me on this episode of On the Bench. It's been a pleasure. And I haven't gone off on too much of a tangent today, or at least I don't feel as if I have. If I have, then, you know, that's the nature of the beast. But I don't feel as though I have today. I've kind of stuck to it. And I've got a box of primed models and another load of primed models outside of the box now. It's a lot of primed miniatures. Oh! Do you want to see? God, sorry about that yawning. Right. So I've got these and these. These are all what has been primed in this session. So, yeah. So that's it. So I will say thanks so much for joining me. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I'll see you on the next video. But don't forget to tell me down below what you're working on. Bye bye.